Hello, my name is Jennifer Bogdanowitz, and I am a nurse practitioner for Fleur Green's Pharmacy. Today I wanted to take the time to talk to you about the importance of vaccinations and how through the use of nursing theories, healthcare providers can promote them. Before getting a vaccination, an individual should understand what it is. Vaccination involves exposing the body's immune system to a weakened or harmless version of the pathogen in order to stimulate white blood cells to produce antibodies. What does this mean in lay terms? An example would be healthcare providers inject or spray a weak form of the influenza pathogen, also known as the flu, and the body doesn't recognize it. It puts up a defense system, also known as white blood cells, to fight it. Down the road, the body may be introduced to this pathogen again, but remembers it and is usually able to fight it off. Vaccinations or immunizations are widely used to help protect individuals from various diseases and illnesses. It is important for healthcare workers, such as nurses like myself, to promote health and well-being through education regarding the importance of vaccinations. One strategy to promote health is through applying theories to the use of vaccinations. An example of this would be the theory of reasoned action. This is based on three aspects: attitude. Do you believe in vaccinations? Subjective norm. Does your culture believe they are expensive and may not work? And behavioral intent. You have no intention of getting vaccinated. This theory proposes that attitudes and subjective norms are independently and positively related to behavior intention, and that behavioral intention is positively related to behaviors. To utilize this theory in the health and promotion of vaccination, we must apply the three variables of that theory. To summarize, an individual's attitude may either be for vaccinations or against vaccinations. Social norm is influenced by what society and the individual's culture believes about the use of vaccinations. The individual's intent of behavior is whether or not he or she has the intention to get vaccinated. The actual behavior of the person is a result of the three variables. The individual's actual behavior is mostly influenced by the behavioral intention. If the patient's attitude, social norm, and intent are against vaccinations, we as nurses must provide education to the individual to influence his or her overall behavior to get vaccinated. Using the theory of reasoned action, nurses can assess a person's beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors, in turn providing proper education on the importance of vaccinations. Examples of the needed education are risk factors of not getting vaccinated, the fact that vaccines are covered by insurance, and that vaccines lessen the chance of acquiring the disease or illness. Although the actual behavior of the individual is greatly influenced by the behavior intent, it is our duty to provide the required means to influence positive outcomes and behaviors. Some diseases like polio and diphtheria are becoming very rare in the US, and that is largely in part because we have been vaccinating against them for years. It is still a reasonable question to ask whether or not it's really worthwhile to keep vaccinating. I am here to tell you that it is important to keep immunizing. Even if there are only a few cases of disease today, if we take away the protection given by vaccination, more and more people will be infected and will spread disease to others. Diseases that are almost unknown would stage a comeback. Before long, we would see epidemics of diseases that are nearly under control today. We don't vaccinate just to protect our children. We also vaccinate to protect our grandchildren and their grandchildren. If we keep vaccinating now, parents in the future may be able to trust that diseases like polio and meningitis won't infect, cripple, or kill our children. Vaccinations are one of the best ways to put an end to the serious effects of certain diseases. People should be motivated to receive a vaccination because of the health benefits received and the lack of complications with jobs later in life from refusing vaccines. Many healthcare facilities are asking potential employers to get the flu vaccine, and if they do not, they must wear a face mask while at work in order to take that position. What are the risks of not getting vaccinated? If vaccination does not occur and an individual acquires illness, there is an increased chance of passing the illness on to loved ones. Did you know that it costs more money to acquire disease or illness than it is to get vaccinated? The cost of medications to treat illnesses and having to take time off from work due to being ill is extremely costly. So, unless you have a known allergy to a vaccination, the benefits outweigh the expense. The basis of the vaccine concepts are to prevent the spread of debilitation and or deadly disease through prevention. Your beliefs regarding vaccines contribute to whether or not you will vaccinate yourself and your family. The health promotion model developed by Nola J. Pender describes an individual's belief system with regard to health promotion activities, like vaccines. The model states that each person has a set of beliefs that affects their actions in relation to healthcare. Through the health promotion model, nurses are able to influence individuals in regard to their healthcare beliefs, one being vaccinations. Nurses are able to influence the promotion of vaccinating the public by first assessing personal factors. For instance, is the individual able to afford vaccinations? The public needs accurate information regarding the purpose of vaccinations in order to understand the benefits of this health promotion activity. Perceived barriers to vaccinations need to be addressed through accurate educational information which reveals the truth about benefits and risks of vaccines. Ensuring processes and programs are in place for the community to conveniently receive vaccinations. Examples of this are newborn babies being vaccinated prior to discharge and the availability of flu vaccine clinics. Providing positive reinforcement for individuals and their families who receive vaccines leads to a continuation of receiving needed vaccines. Many pharmacies like mine give out stickers that say something along the lines of, I just got the flu shot, did you? This activity leads to a positive effect. Through nursing interventions and education guided by the health promotion model, vaccinations can continue to create positive health outcomes throughout the nation. So, as a mother and a nurse, I urge you to get vaccinated. Thank you so much for your time.